fits into our criteria of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand an immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the community.
You got some people out there in Minnesota right now demanding reparations. I mean, you can look on the news and you can see it. You can see it all online. These people are actually demanding reparations for what I consider a hazing. It's like a hazing to me. It's not even a tenth of what black people in foundational black Americans went through. So they rounding you up, the ones that are here illegally, and they're sending you home, and they're roughing you up a little bit. Big deal. And they got maybe two or three people out of there, unalived them. That nowhere near compares to the blood, sweat, and tears and lynching and slave codes and Jim Crow laws and all of that. Does not compare nothing to none of that. So, it's almost insulting for these people to be out here demanding reparations, and they've been getting beat on for maybe a month. And you want reparations and an apology? We can't even get an apology for Black Wall Street. We can't even get an apology for Seneca Village. We can't even get an apology for drowning out black towns, flooding out black towns with Lake Lanier. We can't get an apology for Wimbledon. We can't get an apology for the damn MOVE organization in Philadelphia, who was bombed by its own government. We can't get an apology, but these people are demanding a damn apology for them stealing $18 billion from the American taxpayer. Like, are you for real? Are you for real right now? You want us to apologize to you for stealing money from the American taxpayer? Let me go to Somalia and goddamn and set up shop like that and rob the Somalian people of millions of dollars. What you think gonna happen to my black ass? What you think is gonna happen to me if I went out there and did that? What you think would happen to me if I went to Mogadishu, robbed the people of tax dollars, and then the government of Mogadishu supported it and pushed me out there to push me over the local people there and give me this money and all of this stuff if the government supported it? What you think is going to happen? The people are going to rise, and they're going to definitely come after me, and they're probably going to go after their government too. So why should we be able to accept that here then? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. These people are out here actually protesting, demanding reparations. And we've been demanding reparations for over 100 years, 200, 300 years. We've been demanding our reparations since we were promised that 40 acres and a mule. That's how long we've been demanding our reparations. And some people fresh off the boat who only been here since the 1990s is going to demand reparations for pretty much a hazing that's only lasted about a month, 2 months. You can't handle 2 months of oppression from these devils, man. We handled 400 years of it, and we still here, and we still strong, and we still are not fleeing from our homeland. We still stay here and fight the demons in the belly of the beast. America, United States of America, is the belly of the beast. But we stay here because our ancestors' blood has been spilt in this soil. This is our land. This is our land. And ain't nobody gonna come here trying to work themselves around foundational black Americans and try to gain something by robbing the taxpayers and then sending the money back home to your homeland and possibly terrorist organizations and things of that nature. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable, man. That's something that we have to stand up for. I don't give a damn about no Epstein files, man. You know why? Because them elite YT motherfuckers up there, the elite people, they always going to be doing wicked, evil shit all the time. It doesn't matter. They always do wicked, evil shit. That's just who they are. That's who they are, man. So I'm not about to invest no emotional real estate into the Epstein files, man. This immigrant shit is directly affecting black Americans right now, today, in 2026. February 22nd, the day after my birthday. This shit affects us. Damn, Epstein files don't affect us, man. It don't. Yeah, man, them crackers, man, they always fucking pervs and shit and got fucking pedophile islands and all of that. Peace, Sister Whitney Lee. Yeah, man, them Epstein files, I'm not giving a damn about them Epstein files, man, because that's just who they are, man. Yeah, they do evil, wicked shit. Yeah, man, and they're going to protect who they want to they're going to protect who they want to protect. So that's something that they are going to have to deal with. Their own laws is going to have to deal with that. But when they run the government and they run the law and they got the government in their pocket and they got the law in their pocket and they got businesses and corporations in their pocket, ain't nothing that you or me can do about that. Yeah, it sucks, man. It's bad that they got kids and shit on the Epstein Island and all of that and doing all of these things. Yeah, it's bad, man, but it is not directly affecting us. Bottom line, it's just not. Is it immoral? Yes. But is it affecting us economically? No, it's not. So I'm not about to invest no emotional real estate into no damn Epstein files. Like Michael Jackson's nephew said, he thinks they are bringing up his uncle and trying to drag Michael Jackson in the dirt again for stuff that he's already been found not guilty for, just because they want to try to cover up or throw some type of deflection from these Epstein files. But it's not working. You know, it's not working. Michael Jackson is a legend and a hero, and he was very much pro-black. And you guys are a bunch of freaks and weirdos and psychopaths. That's it. That is it. But yeah, these people are out here demanding reparations. And the problem with that is that Tim Walz and their mayor, Jacob Frey, are petitioning to the federal government for $10 million in relief funds for small businesses in Minnesota, for Somali businesses in Minnesota. Tim Walz is actively working on getting $10 million right now to compensate the Somalians for their so-called loss of business, and their mayor, Jacob Frey. So this is what's going on now, man. And if black Americans in Minnesota don't stand up and stand up against this and fight against this, I just don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, man. These people are actively robbing us blind, the American taxpayer. Yeah, that affects the black community. You don't think that affects the black community overall? Overall, black American taxpayers, you don't think that has a negative effect on the black community? You tripping if you don't think that. You tripping. You tripping with yourself. You tripping with yourself, man. Ilhan Omar. She's a piece of work, man. She is a piece of work, man. That woman drives me mad, man. She needs to be one of the main ones getting packed up out of here. She needs to be getting packed up out of here, man. She had the nerve to say that the leader, she calls Donald Trump the pedophile leader. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch my words. So let's just say P3DO file, okay? She's saying the leader of the P3DO file party is trying to deflect attention from his name being all over the Epstein files, which is a lie. Okay, which is a complete lie. That's already been debunked. At least Somalia, they execute P3DO files, not elect them. What? Are you crazy? Like, this woman is really lost her mind. She think that we don't read. She think that we don't watch the news. She think that we don't know what's going on in Somalia. She think that we don't know that her family fled to this country because they were a part of the elite group in Somalians warring with another group of Somalians, killing each other, genociding each other. Her pops was a damn general, and he had to flee because they was trying to kill him. Because they out there genociding each other. And they come here and they bring that damn mentality here and try to push it off on us. Nah, man. She has the nerve to talk about P3DO files when 49% of Somali women are married before the age of 18. Are you for real? Are you for real? 48 to 49% of Somali women are married before the age of 18. And I'm talking about like young numbers, man. I'm talking about 9, 10, 11. Married young, man. To old ass men, to 50, 60-year-olds. And you want to talk about some damn P3DO files? You want to talk about Donald Trump, a P3DO file? There's nothing, first of all, there's nothing with his name on it that's proven him to be a P3DO file. But I don't know because, these white folks do what they do. So I don't know. But I know one thing. I know that 49% of these Somalis, women get married before the age of 18. I know that. That's a fact. That's a fact. I know that I saw grown ass men on Somali news channels crying. Let me repeat that again. I saw grown ass Somali men on TV, on the news, crying because the government was trying to pass a bill basically saying you can't marry little girls no more.
arrima la aqbali karo ma aha 18 sano gaalay u qoran tahay caruurtooda ku qaan gaaraan annaga inaan ku raacno ma aha nabiga sallallahu alayhi wasallam qaali fal mushrikiin buu nafaray inaan mushrikiinta khilaafnana la faray ilaahay aan ka cabsan war ilaahay aan ka cabsan war ilaahay aan ka cabsan.
And they cried about it. The men, they cried about it, man. They protested against that. And then guess what? The law never got passed anyway. They rejected it anyway. So the law never got passed. So they got on there exposing themselves, crying that they couldn't get married to little girls. And lo and behold, the law never passed anyway. So they got what they want, right? So they get to marry little 9-year-olds and shit. Grown ass 40, 50-year-old man, 60-year-old man. They get to marry 9-year-olds. Whoop-de-doo. You went and you fought for it. There you go. But I'm not trying to throw the Somali community under the bus, but this woman has some nerve to come here and call somebody a P3DO file when you look at her community and you could tell that at least 50%, at the very least, some say 45%, some say 50% of Somalis are a product of inbreeding, man. That's from the information that I gathered, that at least 49 to 50% of Somalians are a product of inbreeding. I mean, goddamn, leave your cousins alone, man. Leave your aunties alone. Leave your uncles alone. Like, cut that shit out. That's like some European shit, like the what do you call it? The royal family, what they call the blue blood, which is meaning keeping their blood within the family. So cousins getting with cousins, what have you. It's incest. And apparently there's a lot of that going on in the Somali community, especially Mogadishu. But this woman have some nerve to talk about some damn the leader of the P3DO5 party, trying to deflect attention from his name being all over the Epstein files. Bull crap. That man's name is not on no damn Epstein files. Stop it. They're trying to deflect away from the fact that your people came to this country and straight up stole $18 billion in social services fraud, in fake daycares, scamming, all types of scams, the Nightingale scandal, all types of diploma scams. So many of them scamming their diplomas, scamming their degrees, scamming their CDL license. I mean, just scam out the wazoo, man. Just scams all over the damn place. These people got to get up out of here, man. They got to get up out of here with that, man. Damn. Tim Walz trying to come up with that $10 million to compensate these Somalis. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. If that happens, oh, you're gonna have a lot of pissed off people. You're gonna have a lot of pissed off people, and I'm gonna just throw my hands up at that point in time. I don't have nothing else to say. I ain't gonna have nothing else to say, man. It's just not gonna be a good look, and the Democrats will be lucky to win any seat of any type of power anytime soon. They'll be lucky if they did. Jasmine Crockett would be lucky if she win this Senate race here in Texas. She'll be lucky. And here's one thing that I don't understand, man. Instead of protesting, demanding money, more money than the 18 billion that y'all already stole, instead of demanding money, why don't you download the self-deportation app? Okay, download that app, fill out the little information. You want to get yourself 3 Gs, man, get you 3 Gs and go home, man, and build your homeland. Make it something great. Make it something great so that we can have a place to come. People always talking about Black Americans need to go home. They need to recognize that they African. They need all of this and that, man. We need to go home and we need to build this motherfucker up first. Build it up. Give us something to go and visit and be like, wow, man, this is great. Something that's built by you, not by the Chinese, not by the French, not by whoever else, whatever else, other colonizers. Build something for yourself, man. Akon had it right in what he was trying to do, but obviously it didn't work out, and now they're taking that land. They're confiscating that land that he was trying to use to build this Akon city. And he's another one who's on that Black Americans should need to go back to Africa, need to come home to Mother Africa. Africa is not home. If it was home, then why do I have to immigrate to Africa? Why do I have to immigrate? Why do I have to get a green card and the visas and all of that? I can't just come home? I can't just come home if Africa's supposed to be my home? Shit, I'm supposed to just be able to just fly to the crib and be like, hey, I'm home. So where are the benefits? Where are the, what things that can benefit me being home? And then we can build together. Where's the dual citizenships in mass numbers? Why do you got to go through so many hoops and all of this stuff to get dual citizenship? Why? Yeah, granted, it's easier for some than it is others. If you're not a damn celebrity or a superstar, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to get your dual citizenship. You're going to have to jump through a bunch of hoops and shit and basically share all of your information with them, all of your banking information. All of that madness, man. All of that madness. But yeah, man, I hope everybody's doing good today, man. If anybody want to jump on camera, if anybody want to add something, you can do that. If anybody have any disagreement, you have any disagreements with what I'm saying here tonight, let me know. Let me know. Peace, Whitley Lee. Let me know, man. Because this is definitely an issue. And they better do the right thing, man. These people need to go home. They don't need no more money. They don't need no more money. They done got enough money, and hopefully, we'll be able to get some of that money back, or they'll be able to pay some of that money back. But I doubt it. I think a lot of that money is gone. That 18 billion is gone. And imagine a group of FBAs doing that. Excuse me. Imagine a group of foundational Black Americans ripping off the American taxpayer for $18 billion. Do you know how many RICO charges we would be dealing with right now? Do you know how many people would be thrown up under the jail right about now if we tried to pull some shit like that? Excuse my French. We try to pull something like that, man. They wouldn't have it, man. We would be all of us, everybody involved would be up under the jail, man, if we tried to pull something like that. So these people don't need to be coming here pulling this type of stuff either, man. They don't. These people don't need to be pulling this kind of stuff either. I don't get it. I just don't. The nerve of, can y'all believe the Ilhan Omar, the nerve of her to talk about pedophile, P3DO files, would be executed, not elected. Man, that's just crazy. That's crazy to say that. That's crazy coming from her. That's just crazy coming from her, man. The nerve of you. You know damn well that your folks be on that type of time. Like to the highest degree be on that type of time. All types of incest. 49%, 50% of women married under the age of 18. Are you for real? You gonna talk about some P3DO files as if it's not going on in your own family, probably? Ilhan Omar, man, that's just wild for you to say that. That's just wild for you to say that when 49 to 50% of y'all are products of incest, man. And I used to always wonder, like, I'm not trying to beat up on nobody. I ain't trying to beat up on those Somalis or nothing like that. But I'm like, damn, man, why do these people look so strange? Like, they got these big ass heads, this fucking, these big bulging eyeballs and shit. And like, why do they look so weird? These big, like, buck teeth, like the Captain Phillips looking type of dude. And I'm not stereotyping. I'm not saying that they all look like that, but I see a lot of them look kind of with that look, man. And I just used to like wonder, like, why do they look like that? Why do they look so weird like that? Now I see why. We see these type of activities here in the States with the YT community. You go deep off in the woods, and you see some of these strange looking people, they be having long necks or like big ears. There's something look weird about them. They always got some kind of weird look. You know that 9 times out of 10, they are a product of incest. And it's just strange, man. It's just strange. And it seems like a lot of that goes on in the Somali community. That's what it just seems like. I'm not beating up on them. I'm not beating up, but y'all niggas look weird for a reason, man. Straight up. Straight up. So don't come over here talking about some the president is a P3DO file and is trying to deflect attention from being all over the Epstein files and all of this goofy stuff, man, that's been proven to not be true. And just stop with that, man. This is a bunch of is lies. It's a bunch of lies. But what's going on in your community is very visual. You can lay eyes on it. You can see. You can see. I don't know if anybody have anything to add. Red Hammer is telling me to bring you on camera. I don't know if you want to get on camera or not, but if you do, just let me know. If you have anything to add to this conversation. I'm just basically talking about Pan-Africans not holding their African brothers and sisters accountable for the disrespect. I don't know how you feel about that or agree with that or not, but I think that Pan-Africans need to check these people a little bit more often. I think that they need to be checked a little bit more often. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, I do have a long day tomorrow, so I didn't really plan on being on here for very long. And you know, I might, you know, take it back to TikTok next time. But yeah, I plan on going to Turkey. So I will be bringing out this FBA greatness around the world. These people are going to know about this FBA movement, about this delineation movement, about FBA greatness. So we will be out there in Turkey next month. We will be in Istanbul, Turkey. You know, I'm going to be pretty much doing a promotional tour. I'm going to be, you know, selling my music, my albums and stuff like that, promoting my music, and everything else that I got. I'm working on a lot of stuff. I got a lot coming down the pipe that I'm working on. I just don't want to talk about everything that I'm working on right now because I kind of like to, you know, real G's moving silent like lasagna. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of what I got going on, I'm moving in silent. I don't need to post everything that I'm doing, but just know that we making some big, major moves. Get what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and skate, man, because I got to get ready for, you know, I got a long day tomorrow. If anybody don't have nothing else to add, let me wait for this connection thing to go down. If anybody don't have anything to add, then, yo, this has been another episode of the Rebellious Rhymer podcast. Black conservatism without the buck dancing. And yo, I'm out, man. Peace and power. And remember, the revolution starts with you. All right? 1.